West Coast Podcast. This is Shanegotyou11, and with me, as always, is Trey.
Hey guys, how's it going? We are back again with another episode of the West Coast Madden Podcast. Let me know how you guys have been doing this last couple of weeks. I've been doing pretty good myself. The weather in my area is starting to be better. It's the sun's starting to come out a little bit, so that's always a good thing. So, so today's question for the chat is number one. What Madden game had the best soundtrack, in your opinion? And number two, what movie, or just video game in general, in your opinion, had the best soundtrack? But yeah, so we're here with Shanegotyou11. Shane, how have you been doing this last couple weeks?
I've been good, bro. I really with this game, man, and shout out to everybody in here. I just want to
Yeah.
smash my head against the wall. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like it's been one of the most frustrating Maddens that I've dealt with. Besides that, bro, I'm just living life, doing it. But definitely, I want to talk to you about this real quick, Trey. I don't know if you had it on the list, but please tell me you think abilities are trash.
Yeah, they're trash, and we can definitely get to that. You know, I remember, and I know that in years past you had Madden 19, Madden 18, and you had things. You had Conductor, which really isn't really used that much, but Conductor, which basically is an ability to where when you go to the line of scrimmage, instead of doing a hot route, and then because now when you do a hot route you have to pause for a second and then just make your hot routes from there. But with the Conductor back in the day, it allowed you to just make, as soon as you called the play, you could just call multiple hot routes immediately. And they had things, they had the playmaker ability, which, if you guys remember the playmaker, I know they have it now, but if you guys remember the playmaker ability back in Madden 19 and 18, that was pretty tough. I think I tried to tell Shane about that too last year, Madden 19. I was like, yo, this playmaker chemistry ability is pretty awesome.
Yo,
But
the playmaker though, and shout out to Dave, Nicholas, and Pilot all in here. I
yeah,
can't respond to you guys in chat right now for some reason. It just keeps spinning. But no, man,
that's
Madden 16,
wicked.
17, I really just spammed playmaker. So I was one of those guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
But the abilities to me is way worse because at least you can okay. So I was playing a guy named Vanilla Bryce. I beat
Hmm.
him the time before. We play again, and he literally runs backwards with Russell Wilson, throws it sideways for like a 40-yard touchdown. I mean, those abilities just they kill me, man.
Yeah, for sure. And I think Madden 16, I've seen some videos, but was it like, like four verticals kind of, and you would just like playmaker the running back side to side, and then it would work every single time or something like
Well,
that.
I would run split close out of Seattle, right? And
Okay.
so I would put the running back. You know how he comes out and then cuts across the field really fast.
Right.
I would put the tight end on the other side on a streak, right?
Mm,
Well, with the running back when he'd come out, I would playmaker him up, left, or to the right, depending on where I thought they were when the defender got on him, and I'd get big gains, or I'd go to the tight end on the streak. I mean, it wasn't horrible. Don't get me wrong. I believe that's when Mike Scrape was super popular.
Mike's great. Those were for sure the nano blitzing days. But okay, and I kind of want to ask you this question too, because I mean you were kind of around back then, so you would probably have a good insight on this. But like now we have 146, and we've talked about in another podcast about how 146 is kind of easy to run. all you really have to do is just move the corner in a little bit, and then you have to press and then spread the line. But from what I've understand was Mike Scrape and like setting up nanos back in the day. Like, did it take some type of skill to like run back in the day?
No,
And
no. I mean, it was the same thing. You'd press. If I can recall, you'd press, you'd slide
yeah,
the defensive line to the right or towards where the linebackers were, and then crash either opposite way or the same way, and then the linebackers would just loop in, and the offensive line would dumb out.
like, what was there a way that you could pick it up, or did you just have to like make quick reads and stuff
No,
like
actually,
that?
funny story. Skimbo told me how to stop it.
Oh,
You
and
slid
how did
protect.
you
You
stop
slid
it?
protect to the opposite side. So
Oh,
even though they went to the right and you're supposed to slide protect to the right, you slid to the opposite side and it'd pick it up every time.
okay,
Um,
yeah.
Nicholas, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully it'll get better. Yeah. So that's how you blocked it. But I mean, it's about honestly, it's on par with the 146 and the 3-4.
Yeah, and especially like, and I feel like the way that block sheds are right now, because you have mechanics, like you have slide protection, you have ID the mic, and then more recently you had the double team feature. But I mean, it's like so easy, like there's some kind of coding in the game to where if you send 9 people, like it's just inconsistent. So it's like you pick it up one time, but then the other time it comes in. Like, it's not just, steady all the time. So,
And one of the worst things is then sometimes they just blitz three
and then they get a block shed or
and they just
something.
block shed
Yeah.
and everybody's covered and it makes it like really really hard to deal with. And I mean, this is like, I remember me and you talking about this game early in the year, and we said we both agreed that it's probably the best game or close to the best game, and now I think it's one of the worst games. And I hate to say that, and it's not because I'm bad. I made or not every live event. Um, I made every online part, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So, so it's not like I was horrible and I'm just like crying about it.
Right.
It's I just think it's a pretty bad game now, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think for me, in my opinion, just, and I tried to not be biased. I tried to, look at things from each perspective. But I mean, there's just some abilities, like the one ability that kind of gets under my skin the most is Enforcer.
Well, yeah, that
You
happened
know,
to me
I,
today. Yeah.
I've, I, I just feel like there should be no way that the CPU should hit stick fumble, should hit stick you and then fumble. I think that that's the lamest thing.
Well, you know
If
what? Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, it's okay, it happens. But anyway, so yeah, but if you guys remember, it was Madden 2005. They introduced the hit stick feature, and what they said was, hey, listen, we introduced this new user hit stick feature where if you click on and you flick up on the right stick and you time it correctly, you have the chance to cause a fumble. It was introduced to the user, but now you see people online and then the computer hit stick fumbles you and it's like, come on computer, you're supposed to make that guy fumble. And it just kind of shows how video games, in my opinion, they've just, for lack of a better term, they just kind of been kind of dumbed down these days. So I don't know, and that's a better question, but I don't know if we'll ever get back to the true like user versus user with like no, like all these CPU animations and all this other stuff. But Shane, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna. You know what? I'd fully agree with it. I was just gonna. Actually, it's funny that you said that.
Yeah.
Nothing's worse than losing a game when your user's way better, and it happens to me all the time. And it sounds like sour grapes, but Trey, you watch me well enough. I mean, you can be honest. Like,
Right.
they're not. I don't feel like there's that many good users out there. So to me, it's like I just can't stand losing to that. Or like, the escape artists run around till you guys get tired. They should lose energy. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, bro, it's pretty crazy. I mean, I agree with you. I mean, even some of the top mat, and like what Shane is saying, and I can vouch for this too. But I mean, what Shane's saying, it's not an unpopular opinion. I mean, if you watch the events, I mean, even some of the pros will say, yeah, some of the user that the top Madden players in the world, they don't really have that good of a user and stick and all that, which was pretty crazy because I mean, you saw Noah, he won the Madden 20 challenge event, and he was just hit sticking people all over the place. It was crazy. I
No,
mean,
I
that
I, I think they'd make. Look, I'll say this. I think the game would be, way better if it relied on the user being more important. And don't get me wrong, I think that if your computer makes tackles, I don't have a problem with it. But when you click off, I think you should get punished. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I really
Or
do.
yeah, or at the very least, like if you click off, just have the computer do a generic tackle. The CPU shouldn't hit stick you. If you're gonna click off, at least like either have them dumb out or just have them make a generic tackle. So
Oh, see, yeah, we fully agree on this, bro.
yeah, for sure. Um, what was I was gonna add on to something, but I'm not on the ball today. Ball today. I've been forgetting a lot of stuff, lately. But yeah. Anyway, to sum it up, I think that for the most part, abilities, I wish that they would be gone. I which I think what the majority of people, and I think Shane mentioned this in a YouTube video, but there was a poll that was out and it said that not a lot of people really cared for abilities that much, and was that what it said, right?
Yeah, it was like a lot of people didn't like it, like the general, but unfortunately, there's pros that liked it, and then some pros didn't like it. But I mean, I'm hoping it goes away. But the guy that I talked to, he doesn't believe so. It's too much of a moneymaker.
Right.
So that's
Yeah, it's too
unfortunate.
much of a moneymaker. I mean, I actually came across a video the other day, and it was kind of interesting because it basically said because the whole at the beginning of the year they were saying, hey, we're going to introduce the Superstar X Factor and these zone abilities. And what the guy was saying in the YouTube video is he was basically he was explaining it to where he was like, yeah, the reason they have these abilities, like Pokemon, these kind of abilities is because they don't want to invest the money to make the elite players in the NFL look like it, so they just put a cheap substitute on them. So I thought that was pretty interesting, and I mean, if you think about it, I mean, I totally agree that there's the Patrick Mahomes, the Russell Wilsons, the Alvin Kamara. There's all these players that separate themselves because they're elite players at their sport, but it's not realistic. I mean, I mean, if you showed the NFL players, clips of escape artists and all that, what do you think that they're gonna think when they see that? Like, are they gonna think, oh, that's realistic, or you know?
No, and some of the pros love it though, but to me it's like, yo, it's a little fake, you know what I mean? It's a little too fake. But I mean, to each its own, man. To each its own, bro. I just think it's pretty bad, and I think it bails out less skilled players. And people can say I sound like I'm crying, but definitely not like that, man.
All right, so to summarize, if it was up to me, I would take out the abilities as we know it, and I would go back to the chemistries. I don't really have a problem with the chemistries. I think the chemistries are pretty cool. If you have the run chemistry, then it boosts your team's overall +1 speed, +2 acceleration, +2 catching traffic, whatever it may be. And I don't really have a big problem with because I think secure tackler was the thing back in Madden 19, Madden 18 for spin moves and stuff like that. So I would just go back to that and just take the jukeboxes, the enforcer, the escape artist. I would just take that out and then just go back to what it was. So
Yeah, or they could even make it like built into the game where like if you do enough stuff, maybe make your guy get a little bit more oomph or momentum for what they do, you know what I mean? But
okay. So you're saying that they should keep the concept to where like if there's like in game objective, like
mhm.
if you
Yes.
pass for X amount of yards, then you get rewarded with a little bit more uh like oomph is what you're saying,
Yeah,
right?
so like let's say here, let's do this. Michael Vick, right? You have the
Yeah.
99 overall card. He has 97 speed. If
Mm,
he does good running, right? And you escape with him without any abilities, right? Then maybe until you get sacked or do a bad play, it goes +2 on the speed or +2 on the escape. You see what I'm
right.
saying? But
Hmm.
like this, it's too arcade like for me.
Yeah, exactly. I'd feel the same way. And even like I kind of like the and even like there's some that I like. I think that the return man uh chemistry to where like if you have someone at kick returner and they have like their stamina doesn't go away until they make a spin move or a juke move. So it's kind of a touchy subject because at the end of the day I do feel like chemistries, which I kind of don't really like to begin with, but unfortunately they're kind of a thing in Madden now. Um, Even though this is the more competitive side, obviously, and weekend league and all this other stuff, it's a lot more arcadey. But
But yeah, it definitely feels more arcade to me this year than ever before. I guess I'll say. Like it's a little, it's too much for me. But you know what's weird is I think the salary cap increase made it worse.
oh yeah, for sure. Because with the salary cap increase now, it's pay to play. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yep.
Yeah, yeah. It's
I
for
mean,
sure to pay to play, and I mean, and it's like they don't really like EA doesn't really give out that much money to begin with.
no,
You
they
know,
need to
sp-
figure it out. Like, so I've been basically, besides probably this last chance qualifier where I'm falling apart.
yeah.
Um, I was top 40 for the whole year, and I didn't get paid anything. Well, yeah, we'll win then. But my issue is pay more. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way that the 40th best player on PS4 should get jack crap.
Yeah, no. And I mean, hell, give first place a decent chunk of change. You know what I mean? I mean it. I could understand if it was like a game, and the company that's making the game wasn't making a lot of money, but EA is a billion-dollar company. They can have money to throw around. I
It's
mean,
cause,
they gave first place at the Mad Challenge $30,000. That's like pennies to them. So
it's 'cause they just, bro, they just don't want to help out people. Like, it's all about making money, and yeah, they definitely have a chokehold on the game. Like that, nobody else is doing it, so
yeah,
they might as well be able to as well do whatever they want. The thing is they should be able to pay people out more, man.
I agree. Oh shit. Ex- excuse. Okay, so when you loaded up Madden, did you get the tomorrow Superstar Welcome Pack? Like,
Yeah,
like with all the '90s.
yeah, I definitely did that. I don't know if everybody's gonna get that. You guys, go ahead and check that out. I just powered up the Devin Bush to 93 speed. I need to,
Okay.
yeah, I need to figure out.
They Yeah, they're like 90 overalls, but they quick sell for like 15 training. That's kind of that's that's kind of. But I mean they did. But I mean EA gave everyone a free 90, so
Yeah,
can't really.
you can't knock that. The thing is, they could definitely do more though to make the game and people feel better. Like even if you don't want to pay out, give like people that make the online tournament. Oh, that's another thing they could do. If you don't make the tournament live event, right, where you make money and you make the online part, get coins. Give them coins.
Yeah, I would be cool with that. I mean they could do that too, where I mean like because if you're like on the leaderboards and you're on them consistently, then I feel like it would be cool for EA to just be like, hey, we're gonna give you X amount of coins, and like it would be kind of a tough system to negotiate, but they can make it to where they could make it to where like they could like hook up a contact to EA Sports, and then that there's a limit to how much they can be, and then make the card non-auctionable or trainable so that they can't sell the card, but just like talk to EA and say, hey, I want this for my salary cap team. I mean, so in essence, you don't really have to pay that much money to compete. So at that point, you're just competing and you have the team that you want to play with. I think that would be kind of cool, actually.
No, see, and that's what I'm saying. Like I think that'd make everybody feel a little bit better, like even myself included. Like, damn, you're top 40 all, you know what I mean? You're top 40 all year long, and if you don't make the live event, yeah, that's your fault. Don't get it twisted. But if you still make it, you should still get something out of it, and like coins or money would be great. Like maybe not money, obviously, if they don't want to do that, but shoot, give you know what I mean? Give me
And
coins, give me players,
yeah,
something.
yeah, and I was thinking too. So maybe when last chance qualifier gets over with, because that's kind of where Shane kind of stops playing Ultimate Team. But and I was thinking this too the other day, but maybe if we could do a little bit of investing, maybe sell our teams, and then maybe try to get an all-time Seattle Seahawks team, and then do a weekend league stream. Do you think that would be something that would be cool to you to like build like an all-time Seahawks team in Mutt?
Yeah, you know what? I'm down to do that. That'd be
Yeah.
cool. That'd definitely be cool. Dang, bro. Yes, definitely would be. something that I'd like to do. That just
Yeah.
remind me. I wonder. Stream. Let me know if you guys would be down with that to watch that. I mean, I'd probably get my butt kicked because I don't know how good Seattle players are for
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think that that would be a kind of a good idea. Um, at the end of the year to just make because theme teams are expensive to make. But I think for the Seahawks, I mean, with the players that they have, I think it would be reasonable to make an all-time Seahawks team in MUT for sure. So
Yeah, that would be dope for sure. Nicholas, Trey, and I haven't really spoken on doing the mock draft for the NFL. I don't know because I might be super busy here. Well, I'm going to be busy here in about, I don't know, anyways, a couple weeks because I'm going to have another kid, so I'll be super, super busy, so the podcast won't be around for a couple weeks. It'll be back. Like, I'm not going to miss
abandon
it.
it.
Yeah, abandon it, but I mean, I will be taking a 2 week break off. But if we have time, definitely, that's going to be the plan, anyways. Just make a little, like, maybe a top 32 draft just to see, you know. I won't go through the whole things. Hey, appreciate it, Dave.
All right, for sure. So so going back to the start of Madden 20, EA has been doing this thing. I believe it started around Madden 18, where they gave out the beta to the people that qualify for the events, and you were one of those people. So was it Madden 18 that you got the beta for the first time, or was it Madden 19 that you first got the beta?
Madden 19.
Oh, okay, Madden 19. So when you got the beta for Madden 20, what like how did it compare to what it is now? Like, do you think that you kind of liked it at the beginning and then it kind
I
of like
loved it. I loved it. You
yeah
like honestly, you guys, I love this game. Like they had the pinch protection. They had you could beat the 3-4 blitz with the pinch protection. Hit sticks were amazing. People cried that it was overpowering, but for me, anyways, I thought it was legit because I didn't really fumble. I didn't really fumble at all. It's called covering the ball up. Don't spin randomly into a user hit
yeah
stick. So to me, it was all good, but to other people, well, to pros, because they don't have a user, uh, they complained and wanted to get rid of it. And so, unfortunately, they changed the game up. But yes, at the beta time, I thought the game was legit. And I was getting my butt kicked at the beta. Like no lie, I was getting abused with the RPO. Yo, hold on? Anybody looking at my stream right now? Look it, they have my DeAndre Hopkins in auction, but it is showing Marcus Trufant as his cover art.
oh
And,
that's a glitch.
yeah, yo,
That's a
yes.
glitch.
But yeah,
Yeah.
okay, Nicholas saw it. Okay, I really thought that
Yeah.
the game was really impressive, and me and you spoke on that. You know what I mean? We spoke on how great it was
Yeah.
looking. Unfortunately, it became super arcade.
Right. So when the beta comes out, and I know that when it first came out for Madden 20, you made a video, and you basically talked about hey, this is what I liked about it. I mean you gave feedback because I mean that's kind of what the beta is for, is feedback. So what was there a thing like were you like supposed to email them and give them feedback, or kind of like how did that work
Yeah,
essentially?
they asked for feedback and to let them know what we think. What's up, Musical Duke? How you doing today? Thanks for joining the podcast. Yeah, I gave up feedback to them just like
Yeah.
you do the tournaments. But I mean, like I said, the 1%er, right? For the most part. But I'm not the 1%
Yeah.
of the 1%, so I'm not top billing. That's why I'm the one who liked pinch protect. I'm the one who liked the hit stick, but the other pros didn't care for it much. And so what happened to it, Trey?
It
Got
went
patched.
away.
Yep, it
So
got patched.
so unfortunately, I mean, like yours and mine's, like problems with the game, is probably not as, as far as like the developer's eyes, probably not, doesn't hold as much weight as someone like Skimbo or, some of the other pros that are out there.
Nope. And you know what? All would change it is if like, you know, we made a live event. Then they'd listen. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Then they'd be like, oh, this guy has some weight to his
Yeah,
opinion.
his thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, they don't care. They don't care what we have to say. Unfortunately.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully, we're about like give or take about 2 or 3 months from the new Madden. We usually hear news about Madden 21, which is a good little plug too, because we're about a couple months from now we should be getting news articles. Maybe the trailer of the game will come out, and then and I believe Shane is going to be doing the, whenever a new story drops about Madden 21, you'll be covering that, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely be letting people know whatever I hear. I'm gonna put out you guys. I'm gonna let you guys know what's going on. That way we can figure out what's going on together. And if we
Yeah.
don't, we might all hate it together. But at least we'll hate it together, and I'll let you guys get the scoop on what I'm finding out. That's why I'm gonna put out the beta video. I can't put out the real footage,
The
but I can do.
gameplay.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
can let everybody know for sure.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So, okay. So yeah, that's kind of a good topic that I just thought of. We're going into Madden 21, and and by the way, Madden 20, Patrick Mahomes. I think it's pretty safe to say that Patrick Mahomes kind of broke the Madden curse. Like, even if something like bad happens to him like next season, I think he kind of broke the curse. Like, would you agree with that overall?
Yeah, unless he gets really, really hurt next time, then
Yeah.
I might be like, oh, okay. But I mean, yeah, he won the Super Bowl, so yeah, he made it. He made it clean. He's clean overall for the most
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, I guess you could make the argument to where because he did end up getting injured in the year, and granted, he was able to come back from it, but you could argue in some way that the curse kind of did get to him, but we will see. So let me know in the chat if you're in the chat. Who do you think should be the cover athlete for the Madden 21 game?
Andy Reid.
Um, who?
Yo, you know how kind of sick that would be, honestly, though. Like he finally got a tournament win, and then or a title, excuse me, not tournament. I was thinking
Yeah,
tournament, and just put him on there. And like, if you pick him as a coach, you get like some chemistry, kind of like they do for John Madden.
yeah. That would be pretty cool. We haven't seen a coach on the cover in a long time, so that's pretty unique. But
It won't be
you
it though.
know, me personally, I'm gonna go with Lamar Jackson as the cover for Madden 21. I
Oh,
think that's who I'm gonna pick.
I think they'll put Lamar on there too. Musical Duke said Russell Wilson. Nicholas said Drew Brees. All good
Oh yeah, I would be
guesses.
cool with yeah. Yeah, no, I'm a big Russell Wilson fan myself. I think it would be pretty cool to see Russell Wilson on the cover. You know, especially considering I feel like he's been kind of snubbed out of being the MVP for like 2 years because it's like you have like because Russell Wilson has been so solid, but it's like whenever that new shiny toy comes along, and then it just kind of like distracts you from him, is what it feels like. But
Yeah, that he's just steady all the time. He's definitely steady, and that's just not saying that as a Seahawk fan. That's just being honest. It's kind of like when people get bored after a while, like ho hum, same old. So they're not
yeah.
excited. Yeah, I know Nicholas Drew Brees broke the record. What if they do like Tom Brady, right? But as a Las Vegas Raider.
Yeah, yeah. That was actually going to be my next question. Because I feel like that's kind of what I mean. I guess it kind of depends on what your team is, but I mean, I guess if you're looking like overall the biggest off-season NFL news, it's definitely the Tom Brady because we all seen his like he's kind of trolling the Patriots a little bit with like social media, Instagram, and all of that. Do you think that he goes back, or do you think that he's
I
gonna
think he's
move on?
gone. I think he's
Oh, you
gone.
think he's gone?
I said, remember, I called this. So if it happens, I'm gonna be right, and if it doesn't happen, then obviously I'm wrong. But I think he's gone, and I think he's trying to prove himself that he doesn't need Bill Belichick,
Belichick.
and it's safe for his ego and for his fans' egos that if he fails, what can they say? He's old. That'll be the
Yeah.
excuse. But or what if he succeeds and Bill Belichick completely fails? You know. So it's fun to see. It's definitely fun to see. It'd be definitely interesting, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I mean, I think the general consensus is that he's not actually leaving, but I guess by doing this, he's trying to, I guess, gain advantage on the Patriots is what people are saying. But, I honestly don't know. I would like to see him on a different team, though. And it kind of makes you wonder because it's like you have a six-time Super Bowl winning quarterback, and you have him out here throwing to Mohamed Sanu and dealing with this O line. And I mean, granted, Brady's had a solid defense. Pretty much his whole career, he's had a solid defense with the Patriots. But I mean, I think at this point, I think they need to acquire some weapons for him. And what do you think about that? Like, do you think that he's kind of fallen off, or is it because of the lack of targets that he has?
I think it's a little bit of both. And I mean, it's okay to say that. What is he, 42?
Yeah, for
43?
sure. So,
Yeah. It is, to me, it is what it is. Um, I think it's a little bit of both, man. I think it's the system he's in that helps him. I think it's Belichick more than Brady, but that's me. I think Brady's still really good, Hall of Famer, but I don't think he would be even saying he's a GOAT if he was on a different team. But I think that's how it always goes. What's up, Brian? Yeah, I want a steak, bro. And Musical Duke, DK Metcalf would be sick, but he has to do more for a couple more seasons, I think, or have a huge season. Nicholas, I don't think Drew Brees is going to retire. I don't at all. What do you think, Trey? You think he retires or no?
nah, I think Drew Brees is still gonna play. for sure. I think Drew Brees is just one of those guys that's going to be there for a while. So, but I mean, if you've been like, what do you think the Seahawks should do as far as like off season? Like what kind of upgrades do you think they should make as a team, in your opinion?
I think the Seahawks need to get some defense. Obviously, they need to get some pass rush, and then maybe one more wide receiver. But other than that, I think they'll be all right, bro. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, I still think you guys. I mean, the defense definitely needs some work, but it's kind of weird because the 49ers made the Super Bowl, but I mean, when the Seahawks play San Francisco, it's it's like those are some hell games because I feel like you kind of got their number. So because you kind of know what they're doing, I think you guys would be contenders. Even with the struggle. So
No, I definitely agree. Trey, if you want, man, you can turn on my PS4. I did just buy $75 worth of packs because I have to go. I have to give this one last go while we're doing
oh,
this.
Shane's doing a bundle opening. I'm I'm gonna tune in to the bundle opening. So let's see if he pulls. I don't know if there's any good cards in packs right now,
I
but
don't think so either, but I need to get training points. Nicholas, I think the Bengals will win maybe 5 games. Maybe 5 games. Um, I think San Fran will fall back. I think they'll still be good, but I don't think they'll be great. I think they'll be second place. I think the Seahawks win the NFC West, and I think Arizona is even better. What do you think, Trey? Who do you think wins the NFC West? I know it's so soon, and we don't know the drafts and the free agency, but just a quick little bit of a guess, Trey.
yeah. Okay, so a little bit of a guess. I mean, I still kind of want to see. I kind of want to see the Seahawks, or not the Seahawks, the Niners. Just because they're coming off hot, and and the NFC West is like like the Niners and the Seahawks and the Cardinals and all that, right? No, or
Yeah,
am I thinking of something
no,
different?
you're right. I'm just thinking that.
Okay.
Well, Brian, if you're a Steelers fan, you're gonna have some trouble, man. No lie. I don't think they're gonna be that good. Maybe. Well, Mike Tomlin's a good coach. I'll say 9 wins. You know what? Well, give me time to see what the free agency and the drafts do, and then Trey and I will definitely break down who we think are gonna be the winners and the losers to start the year. Does that sound
All
good,
right.
Trey?
So, you pulled a it's Jason McCourty. That's one of the worst ones, but
I'm not. Yeah, they're killing me, bro.
yeah. This is why you don't buy packs from EA Sports. And no, we're not sponsored by a coin company, at least not yet. But if anyone's listening and wants to get with us on email, then we'd definitely be interested. Potentially, not really,
All
because
right,
we
I'm
couldn't
pulling an
compete.
elite card. Please be good. Oh, okay. Okay.
I didn't
Okay,
see
I'll,
it
I'll
yet. Hold
take
up.
that. I'll take that. Okay, what do I want to
Oh,
do, boys?
95. John Randall. Let's
Yeah,
go.
that's a
Yeah.
good card, my man. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see what I can do. So we are going to accept that. We're going to select from item binder. Should I keep the John Randall or should I sell it, you guys? Oh, Little Red, you're good. We were talking about what were we talking about? Oh, we're gonna talk about that in late.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
go ahead.
we're starting to turn into gut fox right now because because we're doing pack openings and stuff. You know, maybe we can be like token all of them and do like bundle battles and stuff like that.
Whoa,
But
Little Red. Hold on. She just said, "Did I hear about the new 93 to 97 overalls coming out tomorrow?"
yeah.
I didn't know about it. Oh, I could have waited. Oh well.
Oh, that's rough. I think is she talking about the theme because they had EA had a stream and it's like the new theme diamonds that are coming out for each team. I didn't watch I only watched like a few minutes of it, but I don't know if they're talking about that or if there's another promo coming. But
She said all 32 theme builders coming and each
yeah,
team's getting like three
yeah,
captains. I should have
yeah,
waited
it's
then,
like
huh?
it's like series 3 of theme diamonds or whatever it's called.
Damn, look at that
I
Miko,
was
bruh.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about that too, but
No, go ahead, man. Bring it up. Nicholas, the Baltimore Ravens will be good, but not as good. But they'll still be good. But I'll give you my predictions later on when I figure everything out. So before we're done, Trey, get into theme builders. Soon, Brian. Soon. Do you have it, Trey, or did I catch you off guard?
okay, so the thing is that like when you go to sets and you go to the theme diamonds too, and it's theme diamonds 3 and they're I don't believe they're on the auction house yet, so I think they're about to release them. But anyway, when they do release the series 3 and I'm able to look at the cards on the auction house, then I will definitely we'll talk about the cards and then I can give you my attempted gut fox reaction and be like, "Oh, I think this card will be good with that." I don't play much that much, but I'll do my best. So anyway, with all that being said, Shane, does the chat have any other
Yo,
questions?
what's any questions that y'all want us to answer? Brian Robinson says, Trey, we got to the championship for Superstar KO, then he had to go.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that. I think we played a Superstar KO and then he just like left without saying anything. So that was
Oh, he did.
yeah, that was cold blooded for
Cold
sure.
blooded. I don't know what
But I think
I don't
something
know what
came out.
RBT is. What's RBT? Am I missing something?
He's a YouTuber.
Oh,
He
I don't know who's
yeah.
RBT. Uh,
It's a
what's it?
random
Okay.
breathalyzer test.
Oh, okay. Brian got a question
Yeah.
for you. What is your nearest store right now? My nearest store right now is a gas station that I go to get snacks.
Yeah, my nearest store is actually a gas station too. I live like down the street from two gas stations. I I know Shane is listening to me talk and be like, but you live in Idaho and you live that close to like civilian life.
Yo, for real. Brian, when are we gonna do the next 1v1? I should be able to do like subs again in probably May, honestly. Rod Woodson or Mel Blunt? I would say Rod Woodson's better.
I didn't really see any of them play, so I really couldn't give you a fair gauge on that one. But
Little Red, yeah, Minshew was one more speed and he'd have been an escape artist. Yeah, definitely cold blooded there. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up, you guys. I appreciate it. Brian, I'm still taking Rod Woodson NFL wise, but we're gonna wrap this up. Tune in next Thursday, you guys. I'm Shanegotyou11. With me always is Trey. for the West Coast podcast. I'll talk to you guys soon.